Hello everyone, I wish all of you are okay and going fine. My name is Hanan Mashal and today I am with my friend Zain Ayyad. We'll let you know more about intonation, stress, and how can we compound this two characteristics of language to make our speaking or pronunciation are more natural and more professionally. So first, let me explain to you what is the definition of intonation. So at the first, intonation is the melody of your speech. How it is your rhythm in speaking. How can you talk like a really human, not you are talking like a robot, not like a machine. It's how your voice goes up and down in pitch. You have an up and down. You can to create some pitch you have in your tongue. Secondly, you will maybe ask me what is the importance of intonation. So, speaking language is like singing a song. It's not really just a words side beside others. We have to pronounce it like a song, like a one piece. There are words, there are melody, and there is a rhythm. The rhythm is the most characteristics of the English language. So, if you want to sound more natural English, you must to listen carefully to the musical quality of English language. You can find it in many resources on the internet. You can to find it in YouTube videos, listening to the native speakers, listening to the songs, listening to the movies. And you have to focus really much about their intonation, how I can to tell you a declarative statement or ask you a question. That's all thing gonna be more important and make you really so professional. So English language, as we said, you have to give this statement and raising or falling intonation. It depends on how the speaker tone. So what does mean that English is stressed time language? Firstly, we have a stressed sound take a bit longer to say. What make me have the rhythm in English or this intonation in English? This depends on how the rules of English language. We have something called stress, is give the syllable more sound, give it more duration, and you make your pitch is louder. So stress sound take a bit longer to say. As we said, all the unstressed sounds are shorter and they happen off beat. Like we have in this photo, we have like a peak and down. This peak and down make the rhythm. So what is making the rising? Stressed syllables. What make this like falling? What is make this mountain is falling is the unstressed sound, which is really shorter and softly. And they happen on a regular beat. These peak and downs make me more natural in language and give me this rhythm, which is so important to me.
Hello everyone, my name is Zain Ayyad and I will complete this presentation about intonation. So now, English words intonation. English words of two or more syllables have stressed and unstressed sound. A stressed sound is generally louder, longer, and at a higher pitch, like English. Communication. So in the English language, words consist of syllables, and these syllables are stressed and unstressed. And when you follow the stress rules, this will create a rhythm and intonation when speaking, whether in words or in sentence. Now, English sentence intonation. English sentence have stressed and unstressed words. We stress content words. So what I mean by content words? Content words are the words that carry the most important meaning. These words are usually noun, verb, adjective, and adverb. Now function words like article and preposition are normally unstressed. Function words said more softly and faster. So the rhythm and the music of English comes from stressing content words. In other words, content words give us the most important information, while function words are used to stitch these words together. So knowing the difference between content and function words is important because content words are stressed in conversation in English.
So as we know, we have two concepts about characteristics of speaking English as a language. So firstly, we have the intonation, as we said, is a key part of our communication in English. Through intonation, we express our emotions and our attitude. But in stress, its intensity given to a syllable of speech by special effort in utterance resulting in relative loudness. So, stress is something phonological. We use it in language. Without this stress, maybe the meaning of this word will be really vary. But intonation, it depends on our or speaker attitude, speaker feelings, speaker emotions that really affect on our intonation. But stress is something phonological, consistent in language. So when we commit and our stress ruled, we will have the right intonation and we can to mix this stress with our emotion to have the right intonation which reflects our emotions and our opinions about the statement or question we have. Secondly, the most common patterns of intonation. So we have a lot of patterns of intonation, but the most two ones are falling and rising intonation. But when we use the falling intonation, maybe you will ask me, in statement and WH question we use the falling intonation. So our voice falls to the end of sentence and anytime we wish to express finality and certainty. So when we have something which is declarative statement, our voice or our rhythm will gonna to be falling. We use falling intonation in a statement like when I say I enjoy music. I can read the musical notes. Maybe you notice that my voice is going down. The difference between those two sentences that in the music we have two syllables in the same word, but in notes we have just one syllable. So in the word of two syllables we can to work in these to be more easily to have this falling intonation by make the mu syllable is more louder and down in zik as a syllable is unstressed.
So now we use falling intonation in statements. So your pitch is going to rise to its highest point on the stressed syllable and then it drops down at the end. So I had to up a little first because if I want to come down, how can I jump down or step down if I am already standing on the floor? So I have to go up a little in order to come down. Like I enjoy music. So music is my focus word, the word that receives the most stress. So falling intonation is essential for clear communication in English. It's important to master this particular intonation pattern. So now, I enjoy music. The word enjoy is a content word. It's a stress, but I cannot stress enjoy and music equally. If it would not sound natural. I have to give stress to one of my content word. That's my focus word. And usually it's the final content word in a sentence. So your voice lowers its pitch at the end of the sentence. And when we have two or more syllables to work with as in music, our voice can step down. It's a bit easier to change our pitch. But now I can read the musical notes. With the word like notes, there is only one syllable. Our voice has to glide or slide downward. So the syllable is long enough for us to change that pitch. But again, we have to go up a little first in order to slide or glide down. Go up a little and glide down. And that's it. Thanks for listening.